Let's look at what I believe is one of the clearest admissions yet that the immigration promises of extreme vetting that this administration has promised have always been a complete and total joke. Listen to this one. The Secretary of Homeland Security is Kristi Noem. I know that in and of itself is funny and terrifying, but that's not the punchline here. The Trump administration, through Kristi Noem, has announced that they are going to start extreme vetting of people coming into this country. Now, you might say to yourself, wait a second, David, they said that they were doing extreme vetting during Donald Trump's first term. They said that they restarted the extreme vetting in January when Donald Trump was sworn in for his second term. But here is Kristi Noem telling us we are really going to start doing extreme vetting. So you're acknowledging you were never doing it, Kristi? Now, the context here is that after the National Guard Thanksgiving shooter was identified as someone who was given asylum status by the Trump administration in April, initially Kristi Noem said, well, the vetting had been done by the Biden administration, or better said, it hadn't been done. So they're really responsible, right? But you approved it. The Trump administration approved it. If you are so skeptical of Biden's vetting, why didn't you do your own vetting? Why did you just accept Biden's vetting? Their new thing is, listen, now we're really going to start the extreme vetting. Got it. So you weren't doing it all along.
Yeah, well, Greta, you asked how many people came in. We think up to 100,000 people came in under Operation Allies Welcome that may be here that we don't know necessarily who they are or why they came to this country. If they came here truly maybe for asylum, or if they were someone who had nefarious ideas on how to attack Americans or to undermine our way of life. What I would say on the vetting process is that has to happen before they ever come here. They have to be vetted before we allow them to get on a plane and come to the United States of America, so that we know what their intentions are and who they are. And in order for us to do that, I know from the Department of Homeland Security standpoint, we have to have another government and another country that cooperates with us, that shares information with us, that will help us check dates of service and collect biometric information and data. That wasn't done by Joe Biden. It wasn't done by his administration. They did a vetting process, but it wasn't thorough. They didn't look at.
So that's very exciting. And then Kristi Noem also tweeting out, the Biden administration let in 100,000 Afghan nationals into our country during Operation Allies Welcome, many of them military-aged men with zero front-end vetting. Under Trump, DHS is overhauling the vetting process for aliens. We are requiring the country of origin to cross-reference biometric data and criminal history, expanding our vetting to include social media screening, and directing individuals to check in every year. There's a little problem with all of this, and I know you guys know what it is. They said they were doing this all along. They said they did it during Trump's first term. They said they've been doing it now. We're finally vetting people again now that Trump's president again. But now we are told, oh, Trump's going to overhaul the vetting process and they're going to expand it and do all of these new things. Isn't that what you were doing before? Or if not, what the hell were you doing before? Trump bragged about it constantly. We're vetting people. And Kristi Noem just admitted Trump never really did it. They never really had extreme vetting in place. It was all talk. And this is really sort of the danger of surrounding yourself with people whose job is to worship you. Eventually they get sloppy and they tell the truth. And now, in an effort to show that DHS is serious and we're really going to make sure that this doesn't happen again, we're going to start doing extreme vetting. We all realize, so you've been lying about the extreme vetting all along. Now, the truth is that Trump's immigration agenda has really just been a marketing campaign. He's done barely anything. It's the promise, and that's all that really matters as long as I say I'm going to do it, but the policies don't really matter. And we should also mention another lie. I mean, listen, I don't know how many people care about the details. I tend to. Biden's Operation Allies Welcome initiative did involve vetting. We brought Afghans who put their lives on the line helping American troops to the United States. And at the time, Republicans cheered it. Republicans said this makes sense. And now they pretend that these are dangerous military-aged men. It should have been obvious to us that these people were going to go cuckoo. It appears as though this particular individual was radicalized here in the United States. And remember that it was the Trump administration that approved his asylum claim. So great news, guys. The extreme vetting is finally going to start as year 6 of Trump's presidency is about to begin. It just so happens they told us this started 6 years ago. Thanks for watching. Check out this other video. And if you like our content, make sure to subscribe so YouTube puts our videos in your feed, and subscribe to the podcast on Spotify and Apple.